Hello everybody, welcome to the final film of 2019. While I talk to you, I'm just going to be using the Glow Booster. It's the beautiful By Terry serum that kind of adds a little bit of light to your skin. If you've ever tried this in a store or bought it yourself and you love rose, well, you'll definitely be a fan of rose if you have bought this. They come in special limited editions, mainly around this time of year. But it's a beautiful rose infused serum that's lovely under makeup. It doesn't kind of sort of fill or soften fine lines or anything, but it just creates a really lovely silky base before makeup. Now I'm going to just not spend too much time on my skin because I want to spend more time just showing you the look that I'm going to do. I'm sure I've used this foundation before. It's called Synchro Skin Glow. It's an illuminizing foundation by Shiseido, and this is Golden 3. And I'm going to put it on directly with my fingers just around my T-zone. As you can see, I do need quite a little bit of help in terms of evening out my redness. So I'm just going to push that into the skin and talk to you as I do. So this is my last film for this year, and I was really pleased with all the comments that everyone left after Rosie's red lip and how you were all inspired, because that is the point. It's just trying new things, being a little bit braver, and as most of you realise, just sort of having that balance of applying things in maybe a different way, not applying them in the way that you might have done, i.e. when you've put 3 or 4 different shades of eyeshadow on, or just adding it to a kind of smoky eye or your sort of normal makeup, just kind of keeping your skin light and fresh and kind of having that cool juxtaposition between a fresh makeup and a glamorous lip, and that's what makes it modern. So I'm really glad you like that, and it's just nice to be able to work on Rosie, who is so natural, and you'd never believe it that she was so nervous doing our film. She was absolutely natural, so it'd be great to do more with her because we come from different viewpoints, and I just think it's a really easy way to kind of teach and educate everyone about makeup. Right, so just making sure that I'm bringing the foundation down my neck because I don't have the same skin tone on my face and neck, so that just kind of evens that out and makes my chin look a little bit more natural. So next I'm going to spoil myself and go in with the Tom Ford concealer, which is called Emotion Proof, so I guess it's kind of tear proof maybe, I don't know. It's a good one. This is the lightest one. No, actually it's not the lightest. There's one lighter than this. This is Buff 20, but it's got a nice foot almost. It's quite flat, this doe foot to apply, and you know how much I love to apply just in the corner here. It's a really nice concealer that sits well on my skin. So again, usual application. I'm going to apply it onto my skin, let it set for a while, warm up my fingers and press it in. It was my intention, by the way, to do a lovely little Christmas feel to this film, get some twinkle lights behind me and make the lighting a little bit darker, but you know what it's like. I ran out of time, so I've got some token candles behind, which actually looks quite nice actually. I don't know whether you're really bothered about my backdrop. I'm sure you just prefer to get the information and the products out. But anyway, it was in my head to try and make it really festive and lovely, but that's what you've got, a few candles. But we will have a candle. Right, so pushing that in nice and light. So this colour that I'm going to do on my lip, so I've done lots and lots of eyes, so I want to kind of continue with the lip. I'm just going to let that settle in. Is a new one from Lisa Eldridge. I just love the texture of her lipsticks. This one is called Velvet Myth, and this is slightly darker, slightly pinkier, and again it's that beautiful velvet lightweight texture, and I'm just going to show you how to wear it in a slightly different way. This is one of my favourite black dresses at the moment. It's just kind of nice long sleeved and it's got big pockets, like a big pocket. So this is kind of how I would do my makeup if I was going to wear this top. So I'm going to go straight in with my Elizabeth Arden brow. I'm still loving this. I don't want to be a repetitive parrot and keep talking about it, but the kohl pencil lasts really well. It doesn't fade on my brows, and because I've got such bare tails that need shaping, it's quite nice to sort of see them lasting a little bit longer throughout the day. And nice and quick as well, that's just how I like it. So again, taking it from underneath first of all, and then pushing it up, which I will do with the brush, just to kind of give that sense of lift. and then pulling them down slightly because my eyebrows sit high on my forehead. And then pull that down. Now I'm going to add a little bit of pinky blush, but I might do it after I've put the lip on. What shall I do? I think I might, do you know what I might do is I might put the lip on first, and then I'm going to see how the other colours mix together. So I'm going to be using the Backstage Eye Palette by Dior, which I've been using a lot at work actually. I really love these shades. They've got a nice mixture of mattes and sort of very soft metallic shades, all very, very wearable. So because again, I want to keep it light on my eye because I've got a strong eye, but I do need a little bit of structure. I'm probably going to go in with the darker one here. It's a little bit more rosy, and see how that works. I want to get the nice shot of colour across my lid, but then I want to blend it through so that it looks soft and almost sort of like, you know, very, very gentle and sheer when it sits behind the mascara. With all these looks, it's so important to make sure that your lashes are most dominant. You know, I've seen a lot of makeup looks where people have spent a lot of time doing their eyeshadow and it looks really, really beautifully applied, but then they've sort of rushed their mascara right at the last minute, and it's the mascara that allows your eyes to be as big as possible. Mascara is such a flattering makeup product to use. This is going on really nicely. Actually, it's brightening my eyes. And as I keep saying, I just feel a bit tired. Just that time of year. Tired and cosy. Snuggled up on the sofa with my little one watching Christmas films after doing the tree. That was rather nice. So yes, just taking that into my socket. So we'll see how this looks. I might need to lighten it. I might need to darken it on the outside, but like any sort of painting that you're doing, it's lovely to see how the colours complement or not. Oh dear. Here we go. It's going to be one of those makeups. How the colours complement each other. Sometimes the colours, you just think, oh no, you can't even put your finger on it. You can't put words along it, but it just doesn't feel right, and you smudge it off and think, oh, that looks better. Not sure what that was. That was obviously the darker colour sitting there. Might need to go back and fix that in a minute. Just add a little bit more of the concealer there. It's taken off that lightness there, which is really important because that's where I need the light. We need the light. As we get older, it's so important to kind of fight that darkness, bring the light, because it's the darkness in our face that makes us look tireder and somewhat older. That's it, just bring that back. You see how that just kind of brings that back to life. I'll push that back into my socket. I might need to lighten it just on the inside slightly or feather it out, I'm not sure. I'm going to get a nice big brush actually and just really feather that lovely rosy amber shade way up there, so it kind of opens out my eye always. Right, so let's do the lip first. Now it's a beautiful, beautiful lipstick, and again they are very punchy in pigment and they are very, very easy to apply. My advice is to go nice and easy, so I'm just going to use the tip to shape my lip. And you guys know I don't have the perfect top lip, but somehow this lipstick just makes it really easy to apply because it doesn't move. So because it doesn't move, it gives you that nice control. I'll go in and affect the shape with a lip brush, but you know, that really wasn't difficult to do, was it? So I really rub that in. Much more of a pinky red than jazz. There's something quite warm about this colour as well. Right, I'm going to go in with my Kitco brush, and I love this because it's got a flat edge. I'm going to keep my lips together, so therefore I won't be talking. It's such a pretty colour. And slowly build it up. And all the time, I'm just making sure that I'm pushing the pigment into my lip. Pushing the pigment into my lip and then blotting it. And pushing the pigment in will just ensure that I get a great level of coverage that will last throughout the evening or day. Right, I think that looks really pretty. I'm just going to grab my tissues and I'm just going to set my finger and then fold the tissue over and do it straight over my mouth. Don't bite it because then you don't actually get the product off the lip line, and I'm going to go in with the second layer. It honestly feels like you're not wearing anything, which is what I love. I hate the feel of something claustrophobic on my face. It's very regal, this red, isn't it? And the deeper the colour, the more flattering it is. I'm not sure whether I explained that in the other video, but if I was wearing a bright orangey red, whew, the contrast is really strong. Against dark hair, not so much warm skin tone, but definitely pale skin tone. So because this is kind of deeper and more aubergine rather than like a true Hollywood red or an orange red, it's just softer in contrast. And for me, that's what makes it a little bit more elegant. Okay, so feeling a bit bare without my lashes, but I'm going to go in with my blush. And I've been loving these Bare Mineral blushes. Bounce and Blur, this is called Mauve Sunrise. Mauve, that's rather pinky to me. There is another pinky one, which is a brighter pink if I have it here. No, I must have put that back in my kit. But this just kind of works better with this lipstick. Or should I? Maybe that's too pink. No, I think that's too pink. Do you know what I'm going to do? I'm actually going to use Lisa's lipstick. I think I'm going to get a nicer finish. And I'm going to make it here. Just remembering not to go... Oh, that's really pretty. Not to go too close to my eye. Remember, these lipsticks are really pigmented, so a little bit goes a long way. I might look quite clown-like at the moment, but I think once I've got my mascara on, it will all kind of tie together and everything's softened a little bit. Funny, isn't it? Mascara makes such a difference. That goes on really well. I haven't powdered my skin. The powder that I have been using actually before I've gone to work, just to soften my skin and to make it hold a little bit longer, is the Anastasia banana powder. I don't think I need it. I'll show it to you in a minute. Show it to you in a minute, but let me just get this blush right. So I want to make it a flushy blush. And this is the perfect tone because it's a cool pink when spread out like this. And I tell you what, it's just getting those colours to work really well together, like you would do in interior design or any kind of painting. You want to make sure that the colours all work in harmony together. So I'm going to go back in with my Tom Ford because what I want to do is make sure that I get a nice bright line here. You see where that, I didn't put my concealer there, but I think just having that brightness there is really going to polish up that look and kind of give me more of an angle on my cheek, which makes the blush look more elegant. And just pulling in there. Now this is light and creamy. Be careful not to use a concealer that dries to a powder because then it will pinch your skin and make it look a little bit drier. Or just put a little bit of oil on your skin first and then just blend your concealer in. Lovely. I'll go a little bit more with the pink, blending that together. So yeah, so always, I know a lot of you do anyway, but feel free to always unify your makeup by putting your lipstick on your cheeks. Right, before I decide about my eyes, I'm going to do a little bit of the light Dior colour first, just the goldy one, just to soften it a little bit. And then I'm going to do my mascara and then we'll see how the colours blend. But just neutralising that slightly and washing that over. I might just take that coppery tone out so it sits better with the lip. Yeah, to me that looks better. Just softening there. And this is a very light covering of the gold. It was on a clean brush, just a nice soft fluffy brush. This is a Zoeva one. And this just takes the edge off that, but kind of keeps the prettiness, which is what we want. So Lash Domination. This is Bare Minerals one, nice big fat twisted brush, and gives great look. Woohoo! Great big fat lashes, which for this Christmas party look is what we require. I didn't want to do loads of glitter. I've done loads of glittery eyes if you look back over the years for Christmas party, but I just wasn't feeling it this year actually. I like these sort of soft apricot-y, pinky tones, just kind of somehow feels just a little bit more feminine. Funny, isn't it, how it changes over the years? And there's some beautiful, lovely, shimmery, metallic particles out at the moment. They really are lovely. But just kind of remember, you know, if you're going for the earrings, the tinsel headband, the glittery nails, the glittery shoes, just keep the makeup a little bit subtle. Something has to give, you know? Something has to give. I mean, of course, do what the heck you want. It's your face and your look, but if you want my advice at all, just to kind of keep it modern and not to kind of overdress yourself and kind of go down a road that you're just thinking, oh, bloomin' heck, what was I doing with myself? Overexcited. Then just keep it a little bit simple. And it's funny, isn't it, to do sort of like a natural makeup. When you are going out, you want it to be kind of more striking. Oh, I love this, really enjoying this mascara. Right, one last lift just in the centre. This brush really breaks through the lashes actually, stops it looking cloggy. Lovely, I'm really happy, apart from the fact that I feel really pale. So I hadn't intended to use bronzer with this look, but I'm going to get one of my big fat bronzer brushes and the It Cosmetics one. I'm not sure, sorry, it's not very nice, is it? It's well loved and used. It's the Ombre Radiance, and I don't tend to use lots of bronzer with shimmer in it, especially in the summer, because I just feel that it really just makes my skin look glittery and the light's bright enough as it is. But in the winter when my skin is dry, because I do have dry skin, I really like this one. Doesn't that look pretty when it, ooh, see, that makes me happy. Look, it just looks like cooked plums. That's really lovely on my nose. And it actually really brightens my skin. I was going to put a little bit more luminescence on actually, but I don't think I will now. I think I might just do a little bit on my cheekbones, we'll see, and definitely under my neck. Yes, I feel much more comfortable now. I felt a bit ghosty, I think, because the colour's quite strong on my face and my blonde hair. It just needed a little bit of warmth, and this is just a really nice one. And because the brush is super big and light, it doesn't dollop lots of colour on me. You're like trying to take it off again. So if you have any issues with your lip, just take a cotton bud and then maybe just take a little bit of concealer and go and run it very close to the edge line. And that will just kind of give it a sharper effect. I've got this flat brush again, Zoeva. I'm using lots of her brushes. Just by reinforcing that brightness under the bottom lip. It kind of makes it a little bit more polished. Lovely. Okay, let's just see if this makes a difference. I've got the Dior luminizer here. And this is 01. I'm just going to put it on with a tiny little brush and just see what impact that has. I've got a fine hair there, excuse me. Yeah. Oh yes, that just, oh look, I'm going to take that under my brow. See, that just gives it that little bit of party glam, doesn't it? Now, sometimes, very often, if I'm wearing a lip like this, I'll pull my hair back. I'll see how that works. Because the neckline is quite high, it might not look as soft. I really love these colours together. It kind of just feels fresh and different, which is nice. It's like putting on a new outfit, isn't it? New makeup look. Now, I'll show you the banana powder, because to me now I can see a little bit of the red coming through in my chin. So the Anastasia powder is called, it's just the loose setting powder, but it's come in lots of shades. This is one is banana. So as you can imagine, it's yellow toned. And for those of you who know me well, know I just don't like the redness in my skin. And I realise now, after talking to you guys below in the comments, it's probably a lot to do with all the acne that I had in my skin from 15 to 30, 15 years of a spotty face. I'm sure that's why I ended up in makeup. And just take that slightly under the jaw. See, that just knocks back all the pinkness. That just knocks back all the pink. Remove that from my mole and just rub that into my hands. Right. Okay, how are we doing? Let's see. Shall I just tie my hair up? I could tie my hair up in a little band. How would that look? I always prefer like a little sort of messy updo with some bits coming down. Which you could probably do with giving my hair a bit of a cut, really. Yeah, I think that looks nice. Let's see if I put it down and then I think it's just a bit too much. I'm going to go with it up, sort of just up. I'm going to shake the forward bits forward. Funny that, shake the forwards bit forwards, but leave that out so I can tuck that behind my ear. And then it's still quite soft, but then I've got the sort of majority of it back. And to me that looks just like a little bit more effortless rather than too glamorous, because it's just nice getting that balance. That'll be my Christmas look. What do you think? Are you inspired? I hope you like it. It feels really fresh and new, but I really like it. I just didn't want to do glitter on my eyes again, so I didn't. Anyway, thank you for another wonderful year. We're growing slowly, which is lovely. And I aim to come back next year. I think it's the 9th of January. So I'll come back on the 9th, and I've been testing lots of facial tools actually. And I'm going to be testing some more over the holidays. I've got the Profhilo film to come out. I've got a film with my friend who is a cruelty-free makeup artist, and she's really informative. So there's lots to come in January. So everyone, please take care over this lovely Christmas holiday time, however you choose to label it, or whatever you choose to do. Stay safe and well, and I look forward to seeing you in 2020. Bye for now.